Hey all, good morning and welcome to Share Trek. This is Raj here. Friends, do you realize that we are in an amazing time with regard to genomic companies despite the overall market being pessimistic? I'm asking because Intellia dropped on Friday despite great news from its clinical trials. We also saw Bluebird with the Zynteglo success earlier last month. It just got another FDA approval on Friday, this time for Eli-cel, also known as Skysona. However, we saw its price also drop on Friday. I was quite laser focused on Bluebird for the Skysona approval on Friday, therefore I did not cover the Intellia news because that study is still in the preliminary stage, whereas Bluebird was getting final approval from FDA. So that's where my focus was. However, it is now time to examine the Intellia story today and try to find some reasons why possibly the Intellia share price fell on Friday, despite these kind of resounding successes. Let's get started. Welcome back, friends. The market seems to be gripped with deep pessimism as if the world is coming to an end. We all have seen bear markets, recession, and depression before. History has shown us that the markets always bounce back. This time will be no different. All of us know this fundamental truth, but collectively, as a market, we are scared and we have taken our eyes off the price. At least that's my personal opinion. Take the case of Intellia. The phase 1 interim results announced by Intellia for NTLA 2002 at a Berlin conference on Friday morning provided the first data on a potential permanent fix for hereditary angioedema, a condition in which a miswritten gene in liver produces a protein that causes dangerous swelling throughout the body. The sample patient cohort consists of 6 patients, and the one-time treatment reduced blood levels of troublesome protein by over 90%. This is way superior to any available approved medicine for these conditions in terms of efficacy. On the same day, Intellia also announced that its NTLA 2001, which employs a knockout edit to reduce circulating TTR protein levels, showed positive results. In 12 patients, the treatment caused a more than 90% drop in TTR protein made by a rogue cell in their liver cells. Some patients have been measured for 6 months with the results sustained. This, in my opinion, is a very, very good result so early in the program. Even though these are early stage results, I think they are very promising and should cause a positive bias for Intellia, but unfortunately, the market did not think so. Intellia has also confirmed in their interim data that the reduction in serum levels of TTR was maintained in patients after follow-up that ranged from 2 months to 12 months post-treatment. Again, this is way superior to any medical treatment available for this condition in the market right now. NTLA 2001 spurred a greater reduction in TTR with higher doses. So if someone wanted to have more than 90% reduction, they could go for a higher dose. Both of these are key pieces of data that investors were eagerly awaiting. The first piece of data was how long does it last? We now know that it lasts for at least 12 months. And the other was how much can it reduce? So it can reduce even more than 90% if higher doses were given. Because all of this was achieved without any new negative incidents that may question the safety of this therapy. In my opinion, this is fantastic results, and Intellia share should have gone up if it was some other time. But unfortunately, the market is so pessimistic right now, and people are fearing a lot of negative things, and therefore we have seen Intellia price also fall despite such great achievements. The hereditary TTR issue affects 50,000 patients worldwide, while the spontaneous mutation TTR affects 200,000 to 500,000 patients worldwide. So the market is quite big for NTLA 2001. So that's also not a reason why the market should have fallen. So, I mean, the stock price shouldn't have fallen so much on Friday. We also have news that the FDA has allowed Intellia to move forward with early human testing of NTLA 5001, an autologous T-cell receptor therapy that targets Williams tumor antigens in patients with acute myeloid leukemia, that is AML. Now, all of these are great news, all of them coming together. How much better could the news have been? Had it been some better times, maybe 3 months ago, or when the market was much positive, Intellia shares would have skyrocketed by now. Unfortunately, we are in a very, very pessimistic environment, and instead of going up, the Intellia share prices fell. Now let us zoom out and take an overall view of Intellia. Is there something else that is bad that we are missing? We can find that they have a strong cash position of $907 million at the end of Q2. And at their Q2 presentation, they committed to provide data for NTLA 2001 and NTLA 2002 in second half of 2022. And whenever a company says that they're going to provide data in the second half of 2022, I always assume it's going to be in the last quarter, preferably somewhere around December or late November. But in case of Intellia, they presented it right now. We still have the fourth quarter of 2022 yet to pass. And that to me shows that Intellia is moving much faster and is on the ball, and Intellia should have been rewarded, but instead their share price has gone down. So now let me speculate about why the share prices fell on Friday despite this strong positive news. I think that what could be at play is the quantitative tightening and the strong dollar index, which is reducing available funds to deploy in the stock market. So that's my first theory. It's a lack of liquidity. The second theory is that there's a possibility that the quadruple witching forced many to liquidate position and lose capital. In both these events, I think there has been a decision-making process in the mind of the stockholders. In the process of liquidating their asset, they chose to keep stocks that are already revenue generating, that are paying dividends, and that have an established product in the market. And such stocks could bounce back faster when the market reverses. Whereas stocks like Intellia are a longer-term play, they do not have income, they do not generate a dividend, and it's a more riskier stock. And therefore, this is the only reasoning I could come up with why the market dumped genomic stocks despite their sterling performance. What else could explain that even Bluebird fell after receiving FDA approval for Eli-cel within a month of Zynteglo approval and in the process of monetizing? However, in case of Bluebird, it has fallen 10%. That's the reason why I'm making this statement. If it had fallen 2 or 3%, I would have said the same logic as applied for Intellia would apply for Bluebird. But Bluebird fell 10%. And I think that it could be because the market got jittery by not hearing anything from the FDA during the market hours. And the announcement from FDA came at a much later time after the market closed. Even I was jittery. I was looking for the news on ongoing basis every 10 minutes, but I was getting very jittery. By the end of the day, I had almost given up hope. And you know me, I don't sell shares willy-nilly. So I had held on to Bluebird despite all this. I think I will be rewarded on Monday, because on Monday I expect Bluebird to go up again because the 10% drop was uncalled for. Now, Bluebird is the only gene therapy company which has got 2 approved FDA gene therapies, which it's going to monetize. So my friends, why is the genomic investor community not cheering and celebrating? I don't see viral tweets to mark what a fabulous Friday our industry has had. But out here in ShareTrek, I think we should look at this as an opportunity to dollar cost average and pick up stocks at cheap, as long as it's within the risk appetite and portfolio allocation. In my case, I have an allocation of 20% for genomics in my portfolio. And right now, I don't have free cash available to put any further money into it, so I'm going to stay put. And of course, this is my personal opinion and not financial advice. So I think you have to do your own due diligence before you put any money into Intellia or Bluebird. But this is how I feel. Well, friends, that brings me to an end of the video. Please keep the faith. Don't look too much into your portfolio. Go out and enjoy the weekend. Enjoy your Sunday before you have to go to work on Monday. And by the way, if you like this video, please do not hesitate to press the like button, as it helps the channel get more exposure on YouTube. And also, if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe and press the notify button so that you know as soon as I drop a new video that you can see it. And thanks, friends, and have a great day. Bye for now.